Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're going to be playing Star Wars, the arcade game. Get ready for the title crawl. Here we are. Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi is gone, but his presence is felt within the Force. The Empire's Death Star, under the command of Darth Vader, nears the rebel planet. You must join the rebellion to stop the Empire. The Force will be with you, always. Yes, that's right. The arcade game is loosely based off of Star Wars New Hope, and it utilizes vector graphics, which is basically drawing a line from point A to point B, which recreates 3D type effects. And is pretty good for the time period, all things considered. Other notable vector graphics games of that time period was Star Trek, the arcade game, and also Asteroids, the arcade game. So I'm not very good at this, and this is old school, so scores matter, and here's how many points you get for each thing. Says you get 2,000 points for Darth Vader's ship, but I've never been able to destroy it. Which is funny, because that's the whole point, I guess. So with all of that out of the way, let's just go ahead and insert some virtual coins, because I'm playing this on an emulator.
Red 5 standing by.
Okay, let's try to pick easy. Now, in the arcade version, you would sit down and you'd have control sticks to fire at everything and move around. Unfortunately, with the emulator, you just get this PlayStation type controller, which is all I have. And it's very sensitive, so it's really hard to aim. And I never noticed until recently that there are different messages on the Death Star. For example, that said, "May the Force be with you." Now it's really hard to read what it says, so I'm going to try to do some screen grabs of the different messages and put those at the end of the video. Also, I'm doing the best I can right now on easy mode. But I'm going to use the Force and cheat. Not right now, but later on, because this emulator has cheats, which is interesting. Not all of the emulators do have cheats. So I can make myself have infinite shields, which means you can play the game forever. And I don't know if there is an actual ending to this game. But if there was, I'm sure with infinite shields you'd be able to find it.
I'm hit, but not bad. R2, see what you can do with it.
So you have to destroy these TIE fighters, and if they shoot at you, you have to shoot their shots out of space to avoid losing your shields. And it looks like I've already lost some of my shields. There's Darth Vader there, but I missed him. See, the message on the Death Star said something different, but I have no idea what it said, because it goes by so quickly. So that's another reason to use cheat mode, so that I can go through this again without worrying about getting hit or anything like that. So here we have the famous scene from Star Wars. You remember that scene where they were flying over the Death Star and destroying red blocks? Yeah, that was an awesome scene. It's very memorable. And if you bump into stuff, you lose shields, and I definitely did that because I lost some shields. Now you have to avoid these things in your path. If you bump into them, you lose shields, of course. That's pretty much all you can do. I'm getting hit a lot.
Let's go.
Oh, shield's gone. See, it says something there, but I have no idea what it says. It just goes by too quickly. But that's a nice little Easter egg that they threw in there. So in case you're curious, I'm playing this on my Super Console X. I almost called it a Retron 5, which I also have. But this is Retron 5, has tons of games, and so I decided to let's play this one. So let's go ahead and use the Force and enable cheat mode here. I'll do a little behind the scenes thing and just show you how to enable the cheat mode. Enable cheat and infinite shields. I don't know what always have the Force means, so I'll turn that on as well. And it doesn't matter what difficulty I select. And now I could just not shoot at anything and I'd be fine, but where would be the fun in that? So I'm gonna play as if I have to shoot this stuff and get the points. So this is the third time I've had to record this because the first time there was some problem with the recording, I can't remember what. And the second time, let me put the aiming reticle out of the way there so I can capture it easier, so may the Force be with you. Oh, so we got pillars. I guess I selected medium difficulty because this usually doesn't pop up right away like that. But that's cool. Remember that famous scene in Star Wars where they were shooting at pillars? What's interesting is there's a lot of Star Wars games where they have pillars in them on the top of the Death Star. At some point in time I might let's play the Sega Master System version of Star Wars, which is different from the NES version of Star Wars. The graphics are pretty good, but the game itself is not. It is not a very good game. And I also have the Game Gear version, which looks and sounds exactly like the Master System version, which is pretty impressive. Because usually there's some difference between the Game Gear version and the Sega Master System version. Same thing with Aladdin. I also have Aladdin on Sega Master System and Game Gear, and they both seem exactly the same. But that was the idea. The Game Gear was supposed to be a handheld Sega Master System, and it was pretty much just as powerful, but a lot of times when developers were making games for it, they did not put as much effort into it. So you would get not very good quality games. I have a lot of the original cartridges. Very few of these games I actually play in emulation because I like to have a physical copy. So I'm not going to play this forever, I'm only going to go through a couple of waves. I kind of wanted to pick easy mode so that I would go through them in order, but now it's all messed up and I'm going out of order, so we get to see the pillars with the red blocks a lot. So maybe I'll do 5 or 6 rounds, waves I should say. And then after that, I will show the screen grabs of the different messages on the Death Star and play some Star Wars music, because why not? Oh, I'm running into everything. At this point, it's super difficult. Why is it so hard? How would you ever be able to do this normally? The answer is you wouldn't, because they really don't want you to play the game for this long. They want you to lose so that the next person will pump in some money. Oh, this is what happens when you miss, by the way. Exhaust port miss. It says use the Force. I'm not sure how to use the Force. I thought I was using the Force.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll destroy the Death Star.
That was 1 in a million.
Hooray. I think that pretty much covers it. We got the gist of it. That's Star Wars the arcade game. I am right now going to show you the screen grabs and play some Star Wars music. So that's it for the screen grabs. Those were interesting, and at this point I'm going to end the video. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and remember, do or do not, there is no try. And also remember, when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. See you next time.